Time to die. Tie-dye days.
Right, let's get tie-dye in.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's going to go opposite sides.
Now it's time to dye.
Our kids love arts and crafts, and just because we're on a sailboat anchored on a remote island off the coast of France doesn't mean we can't do some tie-dyeing. This is Tilly's bedsheet.
It's absolutely massive. It goes on my bed, and I'm going to have a massive swirl on it. It's going to
Not only that, it's also the guest bedroom, isn't it? So if anyone comes and stays on the boat, they're going to get a little bit spaced out, aren't they, sleeping on this bed?
What do you mean by spaced out?
Then we're going, ooh, my brain's all crazy because all the colours are all different.
They used up the extra dye on whatever they could find. Meanwhile, I drove us to another anchorage a bit further round the island to meet our friends.
The great unveiling! Time to die! Appreciate. The thing is, we made quite a lot. We had some left over, didn't we?
Yeah, so this is what we made.
We did sock, an old t-shirt of Kelly's, an old pants of Kelly's, Dad's old t-shirt, and the beds.
Okay, so I use this to mop up the area with.
This was Tilly used her sock to mop up the old dye. Hey, I like that.
Beautiful.
Nice sock.
These are Mum's knickers. Mom, your t-shirt. It looks like someone just dipped it in water.
Hey.
Now this is my bed sheet.
There's Tilly again.
This was too big to hold up, so we'll have to show you later. We anchored next to our friends from summer's sailing Kendra. The kids went off to play, and Hugh and I took the opportunity to get on with some jobs. We've anchored and we've still got the sail up because it's such light winds that we thought what we could probably do is do a repair on the sail bag. We're going to have to do it with the best that we can do with the tools that we've got. My idea is that we'll take the bag off and I will tape with sail tape where it needs to stay together, and then we've got some spare material and I've got a domestic sewing machine. So we'll give it a go. It's got to be better than it is now. This is Spinnaker sail tape, but it should hold the bag together nicely inside the repair. And onto my domestic sewing machine.
There
There we go, needle's broken.
You broke the needle.
I've got spares. We took it really slowly and it worked. I'm really pleased with the result.
Whoa! Let me actually see it.
What's the plan, Tills? Am I lifting it into your basket?
Yeah. Yes. You have to get a bucket.
The next morning, our worst nightmare, Tilly caught a fish. We had no clue what to do, so we asked Elaine to send the boys over to help.
It's gone. It looks like a nostril. It's cut a hole. It looks like a no, that's like properly in.
The hook was a bit stuck, so they all took the fish over to John. He said he didn't know what type of fish it was, so after he had unhooked it, they put it back.
So I was going to do some work on the toilet this morning, but the kids have done all their learning and the little cherubs want to go swimming. So I'm going to go for an outside job because Kelly's out at the minute. She's gone shopping. Recently, to get our anchorage to work, I've been touching this broken bit together. Basically, the button comes down and connects those two bits. That's broken, so I've been having to sort of jam that in there. Anyway, and that one's been broken for ages. So at the boat jumble, a couple of months ago, I picked up a couple of spare ones, and it's going to make it better. So that's the day's job. Cool, I've got the old ones off. It's all cleaned up, so I'm going to put a bit of filler on there. Not the fanciest of stuff, but it'll do this job fine. Just to seal up the old holes, and then can fit the new ones. So these are drilled, filled, sanded back, all smooth, and the good news is it looks like the new caps are slightly bigger, so even though there's some breaks in the surface like here and here, I think we're going to be able to cover it all without having to repaint. Then actually, that's all I've got left to do, is to screw those in, drill a new hole, and then yeah, nice waterproof switch. Cool, just about there. I don't have the right number of stainless steel screws of the right size that we need for this finish this job, but I can pick this up at the channel next time. I've put them on the list on the wall, and for now I'm going to use some butyl tape, which will hold it in place, as well as like blue tack, or better than that, and will also make it waterproof. So I'm happy for that for the moment. It'd be nice to get it signed off. It is absolutely baking. I've just been in the water, and our neighbours are coming in for pizza in an hour and a bit, and I've got to make all that. So let's get this wrapped up quickly.
It's super hot outside, yet Hugh is sweating profusely.
I am sweating.
Making pizzas for everybody.
Imagine working in a pizza oven in actually like in a hot country.
The oven is almost 300 degrees. Got all these lovely toppings, all these lovely pizzas.
Look at the way I do the fancy fingers, Cal.
We love hanging with the Summers, so it was great to have them round for a pizza party. Hugh kept on cooking, we kept on eating, and then we did exactly what people always warn you not to do straight after eating.
Wow! Awesome.
Good.
No! Chelsea was just about to like get in the water, and she couldn't decide whether to do it or not. And we were doing things like, if you jump in, I'll give you a sweet jelly baby. How about have €1 if you jump in? And I said, how about if you jump in, I use peanut butter. And I absolutely hate peanut butter. And she jumped in, so now I've got to eat it. Whole spoonful in front of the camera.
He's scared, but once I've done it, I feel happy that I did it.
Yeah, so you know it's okay, babe.
Whilst we had everyone's attention, we decided to test out our man overboard equipment so that the kids could see how it worked.
Okay, this life link here is basically a life buoy on a string, and the idea is the casualty, you throw it in the water behind you, and then you just do a lap of the casualty, and if they're conscious they can get hold of it. You basically tie a knot around them with the boat. Anyway, we're going to see how long it is. He's going as far away as he possibly can, and then I'm going to put him all the way back in.
It's important to do this kind of thing occasionally to test that the equipment still works and to let the kids learn an important lesson in a fun way.
It's the next morning, and half a job rashly strikes again. It's not the next morning, it's the morning after the next morning. To be honest, I did half a job, so gonna get finished. Right, here are my loose wires. Woo, loose wires. Gonna get those connected, and then hopefully, then I'll get those connected, then I'll turn on the engine and test the anchor winch, hopefully it'll work, and then I'll do the final screwing in, because John, our neighbour from Kendra next door, had the screws I needed, which is amazing. So hopefully I can actually get the job finished, and it will be a whole job, Ashley. Thank you very much, Cal. So here we are with a couple of crimps and a couple of bare ends to reconnect. Moment of truth. Oh. Oh no! So things are working a bit. We have down, there we go. But the all important up is not upping. I got it working, there's just a loose connection. I'll sort it out. Right, me and John are having a bit of fun. He's come over and he's given me a hand working out how to pole out the Genoa sail for when we're going dead downwind. So we're going to unfurl the sail now.
We will explain and show this in action soon, but for now...
As you saw, I was in the middle of a job involving spinnaker poles and having a wonderful time with halyards, and we're now on to fixing things on the mast with John, our boat neighbour. However, looking out at the horizon, there's loads and loads of sails, and the reason is, for the first time in about 5-6 days, there's a touch of wind, and the tide's now going in the right direction, and as you know, wind and tide waits for no one. So, let's make hay. Woo! A duck.
And off we went further round the island to yet another anchorage. We were really jealous of Kendra's spinnaker, but I bet they don't have an accordion on board. We were also jealous that they caught 2 mackerel on the way round and we caught nothing. I rushed over to Kendra as Jon was going to show me how to gut a mackerel. Look away now if you don't like seeing this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you can like...
so in there.
Oh, like it's got a little hole,
Little bum hole.
Language?
Sorry.
English!
Well,
Anyone
that is what it is, isn't it?
Probably look away.
Then just in front of the...
Anyone squeamish probably look
what are they
away.
called?
Where the little flappers, the gills.
Go-
Where did you get it? In front of the gills?
Yeah, so
Slice
just...
down its head.
That's it. So cut through the backbone and then just a little bit across there.
And it's very blood. There's a lot of blood.
And there's a lot of guts.
And like that, and then you can get the head
I just got
Right. Oh, and it will come out with
and
the...
it sort of pulls the whole lot.
Ah, okay.
So that is it.
Wow.
And then what you do is you
That very tasty.
you then run your finger down there
Yeah.
to get all the sort of blood and stuff out.
Okay.
That is basically it.
I'm glad I did this. Tilly is really enjoying fishing, so I need to show my support. Plus, it's free food.
I'm on a mission to catch some dinner. Can't be that hard. I now know how to fillet a fish. I know how to gut it. Just need to catch one now.
No luck, so I joined the others on the beach. Belle Île is absolutely beautiful. The next day, the Summers picked us up and we all went off to explore the island.
You are right, Hugh. It's very French.
I've forgotten how French it was. It's not a switch. You put that.
Guys, get out because it might start flowing.
Does it feel like it's...
Does it feel like there's any pressure?
We are in Loch Maria, which is on the southeast side of Belle Île. That's it. This right now is the southernmost point we got to last year. We came here on our bikes when we were at Le Palais at the other end of the island. And yeah, this is the furthest south we got last year, so we are now at the pinnacle of last year's adventure and we are officially starting this year's adventure. And the first thing we're doing is coming to the spa.
We were topping up our supplies, but Jon and Elaine were provisioning as they would be heading off to Spain the next day.
Excited. Ooh, what you got, Teals? Is it?
Cheesecake.
More jobs, this time high ones.
Hello. I'm up the mast. Not very far up it, like that high up, but it's still that much more mast above us, so just over a third. Anyway, I have a thing I'm making. Just drilled 4 holes in here. That first one's finished. These ones are piloted. I've now got to tap and die those ones because I am putting up here this block here. This block here used to be placed about there where my legs are. As you can see between my legs is our spinnaker pole. And I like the idea of leaving the spinnaker pole mounted on the mast the main reason for this, one, it's out of the way, a bit better storage, but the big reason for this is that after my trial with John yesterday, if it's kept on the mast, it can be basically semi-rigged all the time, which means it's quite a simple job for me to drop the spinnaker pole, and I can use it for poling out the genoa, which is something we could do if we were goose winging downwind, because at the moment we struggle to go dead downwind. So this is a problem solved, which is going to drastically, hopefully, improve our ability to sail in different directions. I'm going to put that just there. And once that's there, then as you can see, at the moment there's a halyard holding up the pole in the right place, and I can run it through here instead. Stage 2, after drilling the holes, is a bit of tap and die. I no longer have a set, but John's got a really nice one. Nice and steady. You see, I've already done that one. So 4 of those to do. This is what's called a mess up. We'll go with a mess up. It's awful when someone lends you their tools and you break them. And it's even worse when you're on like a desert island in the Atlantic, in a foreign country, and they are leaving in a few hours' time to go to Spain and we're not. So I'm probably not going to see him again. And it's like, how am I going to get replacement parts for him? I've broken his tap set. Like, you see it, not that, it's jammed in here, so that's another problem solved, which is my problem. So literally, it was the last turn, I don't know why it went, it was all going so well. It was just working in, working out, working in, working out. Bit of grease. I have literally spent the last 2 minutes just swearing. There's no way that's coming out, it's stuck in there. So that's now going to become a spot for rust. I can't really see a way around that. Right, so I've got some tough gel, I've got some stainless steel bolts going through the aluminium mast. So it's time just to fix everything together with the 3 bolts I've got. And it'll be fairly strong. So this stuff here is tough gel, and it's good for reducing the corrosion between 2 different metal types. So the aluminium and the stainless steel are going to be bound together by the thread, by the bolt going one. In fact, the bolt's one and the nut's the other. And this stuff is going to help prevent the corrosion, which means one day it'll be able to come out again and it'll stay strong. Does that make sense? Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I could do with a 3rd and 4th hand, but at least I've got a harness. Covered the whole thing in tough gel, and I hope that might prevent some corrosion from that bit of steel inside the aluminium. Cool, so that's done the best I can for now. And then, even though it's getting a bit rocky, whilst I'm up here, I'm going to have a quick trip to the top of the mast and do a rig inspection if Kelly's happy to winch me up. Second spreaders, and everything looks really good. You can see the quality of the stainless steel. So now we're good on that. And that's the inner stay, going down to where Kelly is below. I'm just going to go up. The steaming light looks good. The spreaders are all pinned properly. Shrouds are all in place. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to go up to the very top, the last 10 foot, and check up the masthead. Here, every like tiny movement down below is magnified. Plus with my 75 odd kilograms up here. Anyway, everything looks spick and span. This is our oldest stay on the boat. Actually no, the inner fore stay is older. And it looks absolutely fine condition to me. All the split pins are in. The block looks fine, it's tied off nicely. That's the main Genoa halyard looking good. That's our spare Genoa halyard. Don't use, there's another block here, we haven't got anything on it.
Check's done, and what a view.
Esperance does look small from all the way up here. This is I'm not particularly afraid of heights. I just don't like the idea of falling. Does that make sense? Probably does make sense. I think you guys can appreciate that. Oh, scary bit. Okay, Cal. Alright, keep it coming. So keep it coming. Oh, I'm relaxing. I'm letting Kelly just control it now. Feeling safer. Got one hand on something that would just about hold me.
My responsibility was over, so I took the kids to the beach and supervised from the dinghy whilst reading my Kindle. This was our kids' last few precious moments with Billy and Jake. And then they left us for Spain. We will really miss these guys. Hopefully we will meet again soon.